I'm curious, what do we say to the individual who's been making bad decisions for over a decade and people still decide to pretend that it never happened? If you don't know what I'm talking about, I want to show y'all this clip from Adrien Broner, but I want to show y'all this little 40-second read off real quick before we even get started, because I want to start here before we get to what actually happened. Let's go. Adrien Broner locked up in jail 30 days for arriving late to court. Adrien Broner is back behind bars in Cincinnati after the judge threw a book at the boxer for arriving to court more than 3 hours late. Broner was due in court to deal with allegations he beat up a man outside of a bowling alley back in January. The case was expected to be dismissed today had Broner arrived at court on time. But when he got there, the judge was pissed and ordered him into custody immediately. The judge then ordered Broner to serve 30 days in jail for contempt of court. Broner told the court that he thought someone had put something in his drink on Monday night, which caused him to be late. The judge said Broner appeared to be drunk or hungover. He's due back in court on August 17th when he gets out of jail. Now, I had to look this one up, right? If you remember, one of the most tenacious fighters that we had was Marcos Maidana, right? And little dude like a little Wolverine, bro, like hard. Marcos Maidana started the downfall of Adrien Broner in 2013. And I ain't gonna hold you, it's been downhill ever since. What he had, lost to Sean Porter in June 20th, 2015. Mikey Garcia, July 29, 2017. Manny Pacquiao, January 19, 2019. And Blair Combs, June 7, 2024 by unanimous decision. Why is all of these things important? Because Adrien Broner has not been relevant in the boxing world for wins for over a decade plus, which draws us to this video right here to show another loss publicly taken on camera. Roll it.
You do a party for free, cool.
But how is he gonna get this money though?
He gonna get it back, man. Can we do a party or something?
Why am I bleeding, bro?
No, because we got to square this up tonight.
Y'all taking me away?
Bro, I know you.
Hey, B, you don't want, bro.
You're not from there, dude.
You ain't worth on it, bro.
I know you can't.
I ain't did nothing.
But you really
You'll
want this
get
in
your
the
money
news, though?
I don't know what's
tomorrow.
really going on.
Did y'all order anything for me?
Yeah.
Hey, yo, pay for this. I'll see you tomorrow.
I'm right here at the front door. Yeah,
He didn't even make that today.
Bro, I don't have that, bro. What are you talking about, bro? You AB, bro.
Yeah, that's what he makes in 2 weeks, bro.
Right, you didn't make that in one night.
Whenever y'all ready to rest, here y'all go.
That's like promotions, man.
That's all I can give. If y'all don't want it, take it back. What that is?
It's 40, bro. It's 2. Damn, let's get them some money, man. They showed us some hospitality to the max. Nah, come on. What's up, bro?
Give it to him. That's all I can give. Well, you done the recording, bro. I ain't fucked up. My life up.
I ain't gonna lie, since we've been out here, man, ain't nobody charged us to come through and kicking and give us.
That's what I'm saying, bro. I don't do this, bro. I would have stayed here until he shot me, bro.
I think Adrien Broner needs to go ahead and go get into rehab and an AA program. I'm not being funny when I say this. This is merely an observation that, to me, needs to stop. Every time we hear about Adrien Broner and bad things happening, it's because he's drinking. It's like liquor is the bane of his existence. He put up something on his freaking profile that was by Clifton Powell on Instagram. He put on his Instagram profile and pinned it. I thought it was insane.
He's done. But I understand it all. I was right there. I just had a wake-up call and I turned my life around. I had to get out of the fast lane. I hit rock bottom And I saw my life flash in front of me. And I haven't talked about that because I was on the move and I had to make a decision to change my life. I didn't do drugs, but I did enough drinking and gambling. And I used to travel, I used to have a lot of women. I was famous, and it's crazy, and it's a lot to handle. And so I don't condemn anybody that's made it and fell off, or made it and got back on and fell off again. As long as you don't stay down, you still in the game. So I'm blessed. I look at it all as a blessing, because I had a period in my life where I had to look in the mirror and I thought I wasn't going to make it. And I was like, I got to make it. So that means I got to bring it in, go find that discipline that I had in the early part of my career. And the only thing that saved me is I didn't do drugs. So this is not an easy journey, man. And so we got to be kind to our entertainers of all colors, of all genders, and all races. We have to be kinder, and especially my people.
Yeah, that right there, bro. You gotta be kidding me. So you're telling me that somebody could point out they poisons and you decide to ignore it fully? To me, it just doesn't make sense. And it doesn't make sense from a standpoint of this. If you have talent and it's physical, we're only gifted a physical prime for so long. Even Tom Brady had to eventually hang it up. And he was the greatest winner of football that we've ever seen in the NFL. I still can't believe I'm not watching Tom Brady slaying the dang pigskin. But time goes on. We find new people. And new people find us. It's all about the promo game. It's all about the intrigue. It's all about the instant level of consequences and dire consequences. It's like the playoffs. Like, you need that dire moment. The consequence is your whole season is done. That's what the NFL is like. It's like instant. With Adrien Broner, him being a fighter, bro, it's only so many times you're going to be able to get hit in the head. It seems like you are actually off mentally. And I wonder if there's anybody that's around you who has any influence. I'm starting to believe that either he doesn't like himself, he doesn't like Earth, or he doesn't like people, so that way he has to indulge in substance abuse. As far as boxing, bro, do y'all really want to see this man box ever again? Because it's going to look like some payday type of stuff. It's going to look like we're helping out a bad charity. And I'm sorry. I'd rather just watch a highlight of this man get knocked out on YouTube and then saying, you know what, man, I think he needs to hang it up. I think it's over. What other skills does he have? Like, as a man, right? You're not a man until you have the ability and you're supposed to take care of others. That's what it is. That's what all it's about. Who the hell does Adrien Broner take care of? Then on top of that, what skills do we have? Now, if you want to start a boxing podcast, all right, cool. But how could you be dependable and reliable when it seems like everything you do is off the bottle? Now, there are certain individuals who can get on the camera and hit the bottle and be entertaining. For sure. We've seen that. And they do well. But you know what they absolutely do? They have a recovery phase. They have a recovery stage. Or they know when to take it up a notch and when to bring it back down. It doesn't mess with the product. With Adrien Broner, bro, his product, his persona is one who is massively irresponsible, not self-aware, and believes higher than himself than he actually is. If you support Adrien Broner, I have to ask you, what's his ceiling exactly? He's 35 years old, beyond past his prime, not worth the investment. What is Adrien Broner exactly? I'm just asking, if you're an Adrien Broner fan and you support Adrien Broner and you like, yo, Ohio boxing, bruh, we do this. All right, cool. But I'm asking a simple question. What is it that Adrien Broner provides for people? Because in order to be in entertainment, you had to be entertaining or you had to educate. That's what it is. You either entertain or you educate. Which one are you going to do? And there has to be a level of dramatics, theatrics, your presentability, your likability. I don't see anybody saying, damn, bro, I'm rooting for Adrien Broner, but I'm willing to invest in his future and make sure that he gets it right. If you ain't willing to invest in that man, you know exactly what I know. That's an irresponsible, mistaken, alcoholic young man who's actually on the cusp of being an old man. 5 more years, he'll be 40 years old. And we're going to ask the simple question: what has he learned? What is he given to the game that helps him out? One of the things that we know about boxing, if you don't know about boxing, is discipline. One of the biggest freaking days that they have is the days that they weigh in. They had to make weight. They had to cut out certain things. They had to put on sweatsuits and wear plastic on their body and sit in saunas all day. They have to remain disciplined, not eat anything, not drink a whole lot of water. They have to damn near deplete their body of water if it feels and seems like for a little bit. Then they can get it all up, you know what I'm saying, a couple hours before. So when it comes to Adrien Broner, bro, I want to feel a level of sympathy for him, because I can't empathize with him. I'm sorry, I can't. Because one thing every man notices and knows, bro, when you messing up, you better fix that. Fix that shit immediately. Because if you don't fix it, it's only going to become worse. And for him, this is getting worse and worse and worse and worse. And some of y'all say, bro, he been doing this. He been doing this. He been doing this. Yeah, but we've been ignoring it before. Now we're at the level where public criticism is going to lead to people looking at him and saying, hell nah, you can't come here. And every restaurant in America, for the most part, has a right to refuse service. All they had to do is basically pull up that doggone phone and go, yeah, you not known for paying your bills, bro. So due to that, we're not going to let you here. Get used to eating Burger King, McDonald's, and Chick-fil-A, because that's what it seemed like you finna be on. Do I wish that on him? Hell nah, but you're a consequence of your actions. And as it stands right now, I wouldn't be caught around Buddy if I was somebody that was rocking with him at all, not in public. In private, I'd be screaming at him like, man, I can't rock with you if you don't do this. You either choose me or you choose the bottle. Anybody around him has to draw that line in the sand if you actually give a damn about that dude. Let that man hit rock bottom and start making strides to actually get back. We need to see from Adrien Broner, hey man, 7 months sober. 2 years sober, 36 months sober. That's what we need to see from him from now on. If he doesn't get sober right now, I don't see how anybody can sit here and look at that man and go, yeah, let's try to help him get back on his feet. For what? You're helping him sink further. Now, anybody who does anything for him, you're an enabler. It looked like to me, Cameron gave that man $2,500. Just, you could tell the way it cut because it was hundreds. That's why, look, Kel, you a good nigga, man. Kel, you a good nigga, man. You a good nigga. That's why I love you, man. But you ain't. But hey, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. But hey, click right here and see how Dame Dash started this whole entire BS against Cameron, and now all of a sudden he's calling for peace, but he wants to be involved financially with what Cameron is doing. Click right here, click right here, click right here, because, bruh, this story don't make no damn sense from what he just did today.